What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. It's vendor reset day. It's the 20th of August 2024. If this video helps you out, don't forget to subscribe and drop it a like, maybe comment down below, and let's get straight into it. We're at the base of operations. There is nothing good here at all. There's a lightning rod if you need one, because obviously you can change the swap speed off. There is also a honey badger, but it is not great. You could take the damage to armor off if you wanted to keep ranger. Everything else is trash, so let's just move on. A bunch more stuff for the trash heap at the clan vendor. There's a safety distance if you need one for your collection. You can change out the headshot damage, a hardwired mask, a striker's holster, and an ongoing directive holster. A bunch of trash. Let's move on. Checking out the countdown vendor, there's a stage left that's pretty well rolled with everything in the right place. Just needs a little bit of optimization on the damage target out of cover, but you could just re-roll damage target out of cover and get it maxed for much cheaper. There's a Picaro's holster. Unfortunately, it's got repair skills on. There's a claws out, and again, unfortunately, it's got status effects. Let's move on. Alright, checking out the theatre, there's some decent contractor's gloves if you're maybe a bit newer to the franchise. These are really good. They've got everything in exactly the right place that you want them. Pick them up. There is also some wyvern knees with skill haste on. If you're going to do skill haste, skill damage, but if you're going to use the two-piece bonus, perhaps you want status effects and skill damage. So maybe these are worth picking up as well. Let's move on. Down at the castle, there's a couple of things. There's a racer if you want one. It's got everything in the right place, apart from if you want damage to health. So that might be worth a pickup. The relic, I mean, who's not got one by now? These drop like absolute candy. They're everywhere. I don't know what that saying is, but let's just move on. Perfect. Determined. Yeah, everything else is kind of meh. There is this healer guard holster for crit damage. If you're going to go crit chance, crit damage, because you're building some kind of healer guard, semi-tank, semi-DPS, that might be worth something. Let's move on. This has been horrible. Some things tried really hard at the campus this week. There is a white death that knows somehow I'm naked, but it's not really any good because naked's rubbish and you need to get rid of the critical hit chance. There's a big shot if you want one for your collection, perhaps you can just change the headshot damage. There is a decent Walker Harris mask. This could quite easily be crit chance, crit damage if you want that, or perhaps headshot if you're going for that. There is a HG holster. I was hoping this was going to be good, but I mean, it's kind of okay. This has got crit chance and headshot damage on. You could roll this core attribute to red, and this could make great piece for your marksman rifle builds. I say kind of okay. I mean, literally, it's almost perfect. You could go weapon handling headshot. That would be the only alternative, depending on what build you're building. This is probably the best piece of the week because this is really hard to get a triple red. Let's just check the mods. They're all trash, so let's move on. DZ West is kind of okay. It's got the weirdest backup boomstick ever. It's got health damage on and ranger, so probably one to miss. Maybe the thorn's worth a pickup though, because obviously it's got perfect brazen. You could change the optimal range to damage target out of cover, and that would be pretty good. We've got some hotshot gloves. We've got some breaking point knees. There is some hit DNH gloves, perhaps if you're doing some kind of pistol build. Look, it could be crit chance and headshot, perhaps, but you use a punch drunk for the one-piece bonus, so just an option there. There's some Seska knees for newbies, but obviously, you know, you'd be better with foxes, but these could be crit chance, crit damage if you really needed them to be. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. Alright, so DZ East is heating up a little bit. There's a new reliable again. I can't remember the roles of the last one, so pick whichever one is best and just change the attributes here at the bottom to either crit chance or damage target cover, or maybe rate of fire, depending on what build you are building. There is an SR1 which has got everything where you need it. It's got damage target out of cover at the bottom. Just change the talent to whatever you need. Probably determined at this point. There's also a military L86. I won't tell you what I call it, but this is perfect as well. Change the talent to whatever you want, and you've got yourself a great LMG here. The negotiator's mask, a hotshot holster, all great. Everything else trash. Let's move on. DZ South, not as exciting. There is a safety distance if you want one for your collection. There's a decent card with damage target out of cover, not a lot of reroll needed. An Eclipse backpack and a Rigger chest piece. Everything else is trash though, so let's just move on. Off to everyone's favourite place, Shaven Haven. Unfortunately, it's not very much Haven because it's a bunch of trash. Why is the loot here so RNG? I just don't get it. If we really wanted to stretch, there is a Healer Guard mask with Hasbro on. Perhaps you're doing a Hasbro tank build, but everything else is garbage, so let's just move on. We're looking for Roy to save us. He's not going to. There's a light glue if you want one. Needs a lot of work though. If you really need one of these. And another stretch, there is a Walker Harris holster with weapon handling on. I mean, that's pretty meh. Yeah, not a great week. Some good stuff for new people though. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.